What is going on, guys? Welcome to another iDoctorUK YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this absolutely battered iPhone 11 and hopefully transferring over the Touch IC so that we don't get any warning on it. I bought this screen from Replacebase, and inside it's not just any old screen, it's a refurbished original display, but as you can see here, it's got no Touch IC on the display. So it's just going to make it really easy. The hardest part about doing it is getting the flex off the new screen. So this is going to make it super easy. So first things first, we're going to open up this one and remove the screen. Now, I'm not going to mess around too much and teach you how to suck eggs explaining how to remove the screen of an iPhone 11. Frankly, if you're watching this video, chances are that you will already know how to do that. Also, I removed the sound from the video and did the voiceover instead because I was recording this video on the hottest day in the history of England, so I had the fan on in the background and it made the sound really bad. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more awesome repair content just like this. And I say this all the time, but I really am trying my best to post here weekly at the minute with new content, and surely you don't want to miss out on that, so hit the little bell icon as well so that you get notified when I next post. Right. So now the phone's opened up and the screen is removed. We already know the screen is totally obliterated, so I'm not worried about keeping the touch flex intact. So I just peel it back a bit and chop off the flex, keeping the screen IC before throwing this old screen straight in the trash. Remember, because we're swapping the IC over that already holds all the screen EEPROM data, we don't need to use the screen programmer to transfer TrueTone over. With the IC away from the screen, I secure it onto the iFinish tool using some Kapton tape so it doesn't fly away, and use heat and a scalpel to remove all the overfill around the edge of the IC. Once enough of it's removed, I can crank up the heat a little bit and use this BGA scraper to get underneath the chip and lift it away from the flex. I don't need this old flex anymore, so I trash that and place the chip in the eye pin so that I can remove any of this nasty underfill with the scraper and some heat. I also make sure I remove any of the leftover gunk from the edges because that will cause problems when I reball the chip later. Once all the underfill's removed, I spread a little bit of flux onto the chip and then use some copper braid to remove any leftover solder and gunky underfill. You can skip this step, but the solder on this chip was a bit oxidized, so it was a good opportunity to remove that oxidization and prepare the chip ready for the new solder on there. Now that the chip's cleaned up, I use a BGA stencil and spread 183 solder paste onto the chip and heat it up to melt it into place with the hot air gun. And here's how the chip looks once it's ready to install. You've got two options here to install it onto the screen. You can either place it on the screen and use the heat gun, but there is a risk of cooking the screen or backlight on the iPhone 11. So I just use this preheating block set to 200 degrees. That'll concentrate the heat on the flex and chip only to re-secure the chip onto the new flex. Once that's all secured, the only thing left to do is now test the device, and at this point I messed up a little bit and you can't fully appreciate what I did because the phone's a managed device from one of our corporate clients, so it immediately goes into dark mode, and because the phone is managed, I can't go into settings properly to show you that it's worked. You're just going to have to trust me on this one, but I do promise to make another video showing the benefits fully when I get the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.